Hi yogis, it's Natasha. We have about a 30-minute creative power yoga flow and we're going to start in child's pose. Go ahead and sit back on your heels, knees closed or apart. Grab your opposite elbow over your head and let your forehead fall heavy. Begin to arrive in your space, right on your mat, letting go of any outside noise, any stress, thoughts creeping in. See if you can let that go and start to soften the body, the hips, the spine, the space between the forehead, the eyebrows, the jaw, the tongue. Maybe you change your hand positioning. See what feels good. Start to focus on the breath and just deepening the breath here. Full, complete inhales and matching that exhale. It might be an audible exhale, just sighing out the mouth. And as you continue to take these breaths, maybe start to sway the hips, rock the forehead side to side. You could take your arms in a bind behind your back, reaching the fists towards the sky, opening up the chest and shoulders. And then we're going to ragdoll up onto a kneeling position, fingertips behind you, heart to sky, and then bring the hands to the third eye, allowing the body and the thoracic spine to open. Just a nice chest and shoulder stretch. Bring your body into a halfway fold in your child's pose, almost balancing here, and then coming back up again, arch the upper back, heart to sky. Scoop onto the feet, maybe grab them and try to pry the heart open, shoulders back. So grabbing onto the inside top of the feet. Come up to a kneeling position and then grab the outside top of one foot, hug it in for a quad hip flexor stretch. Switch sides. Heel hugs in towards the glutes, elbow points backwards, and release. Gentle camel. See if you can reach for the inner thighs or whatever's there for you. So we're just going to drop back and then fold again, coming into a cat position. Cat-cow here, round the spine. Inhale, lift head, chest, tailbone. Exhale, round the spine. Rocking side to side, swiveling, barrel circles to the right and to the left. Whatever feels good for you here. Inhale, open the heart, tug the heels in, hamstring curl. Exhale, round the spine to cat, and then start to hover on the knees as you protract the shoulders with all effort. Maybe you can straighten the knees, putting weight and stretching the tops of the feet, and then come on back through. And we'll start to spiral forward circles and backward circles. So see what your spine can do. Just loosen up. Press into downward facing dog, swivel the hips, maybe pedal, pick up one foot, pick up the other foot, and then knee tucks, tucking one knee, other knee, tap your nose, tap it in, tap, hug the knee in and down. Swivel, nice deep breaths, shake out the head. Jump forward when you're ready, bend the knees and bounce, and then hop your feet towards your hands. Let your body hang again in Utkatasana. Grab your opposite elbow and sway, maybe big circles around the feet. Shake out those wrists here. See if you can place the back of your hands down, even if you bend the knees a lot. Try the same thing with fists. Ragdoll up to Tadasana. Inhale, arms overhead, gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Jump back to plank. Plank pose, shoulder taps, right and left, right and left. Side plank to shoulder tap. So you're in a single arm plank there. Side plank, open, grab your shoulder and hold as you drop your hips. Side plank, shoulder tap, drop hips, hold. Side plank, grab the shoulder, lower the hips, square, belly in, put it down. Chaturanga. Knees down, lift up. Plank pose to chaturanga, knees down as you press up. Lift back to plank. Now knees, chest, chin. See if you can hold in chaturanga and press up. Knees, chest, chin, lift knees, push up. It's hard. Downward facing dog, spinal wave. Roll your body into upward facing dog. Stay on the toes. Tuck your chin and then round your spine to down dog. Round the spine, allow the hips and heart to melt through upward facing. Tuck the chin, round the spine, downward facing. Lift right leg high to sky. Abduct the right leg and see if you can give your right wrist a toe tap. Send it up and around. Down dog split, right wrist tap as you bring the leg out to the side. Do that again. Take it up. You could also go straight forward to your wrist tap or abduct to your wrist tap. Abduct, look forward, take that right foot in front of the right hand and step into Skandasana, side lunge. Take it side to side. Hold your right side lunge, sweep the right hand back. We're going to take fallen warrior. Both feet down, heart to sky. Wrap around the back body. You want to be on fingertips there. And then drop yourself into a seat. Take a side body stretch. Maybe you grab your foot, maybe not. It's quick. And then another side stretch as you bring your shoulder to the inside of the knee. Lift up, gaze up. Back through that fallen warrior pose. Again, find your footing and then take a twisted triangle shape. Stack the shoulders. Breathe here. Side plank. Bend the knees, straighten into your arc. Bend the knees. Think of this as a side plank squat. Squat, side plank. Lift the right foot. We're going to thread it under to fallen triangle. Lift the hips again. Same movement with the leg abducting. That right leg is going to lift. And then we're going to bend the knee and take a squat, side plank with leg lift. So you're on one foot this time. Side plank, squat, and extension. Come back, drop the right knee, grab for the left top of the foot with the right hand for tiger pose stretch. Send the heart and gaze forward. Feel that left hip flexor and quad get a nice stretch and a back extension happening. Heart is opening, shoulders stretching. Nice deep breath in and out. As you let it go, the left knee is going to thread through and you're going to just step on it and have a seat. Now you're in a squatting or a kneeling position and we'll try to press off that left foot. Knee stays tucked in for some handstands. And you do not have to be able to hold a handstand to just play with jumping into that left knee tucks in and bring it back down. Try as many as you like here. Or maybe you're up in handstand and you're playing there. You have some time. When you come down out of the last one, the left foot's going to come forward and we're going to thread the right through foot down for a pistol squat onto your bottom. Marichyasana A, we're going to forward fold. See if you can grab the foot. It's okay if it's not there. Sweep the left hand behind the back and possibly take a bind behind the back. Right arm finds left fingers, nose to knee. Gaze forward. See if you can reach out and lift. We'll come into boat pose and take some boat pose side crunches with a twist. Extend, twist. Continue opening and side crunching over that left quad. Tricep attaches. And then folding your body right underneath to downward facing dog, starting the series with the left leg up. Abduct, see if you can wrist tap. Come back to down dog split. Send that foot to the left wrist. Create space by protracting the shoulders, scooping the belly in, coming high on the right toes. You have 3 of those. On the last one, we step forward in front of the left hand. Skandasana, side lunge. Side to side. Back where you came from, swivel around to fallen warrior. Both your feet are down and we're just sweeping the heart up. Now having a seat, grabbing right hand to left ankle and then taking a side body stretch, left hand overhead. Now left shoulder to inside of knee, twisting the right arm open, open twist. Swivel back, fallen warrior again, this time going to twisting triangle pose. Right hand down, left arm up. Gazes up, hips are square, scoop the belly in, rotate the shoulders to stack, step back to side plank. Bend the knees, straighten the knees. Squatting side plank to this big rainbow arcing body stretch. Bend, stretch, and charge. Now sweep underneath to fallen triangle. You thread that leg through and you hold. We do the same thing with those squats, this time on one leg, really feeling those left adductors on the inner thigh. Bend and straighten a few times. Sweep underneath, left knee lands, left hand grabs right top of the foot for your tiger pose stretch. Heart and gaze forward, kick that foot into the hand, feel the shoulder opening, back bending. Step the right foot slowly through until you're kneeling. Hands down, start to kick into handstand. Right knee stays tightly tucked into the chest. This will avoid the banana back and trying to kind of fall out of it or ending up in wheel pose. So I'm getting a little too much and I'm not doing that, but I'm going to try to correct it by hugging the knee in, stacking the hips over the shoulders. Play a little while and then the right foot lands and the left foot threads through. You're in your pistol squat. Take a seat. Mariachana A, stretch. Forward fold with right knee bent into right shoulder. Sweep the right arm around the back, then the left arm. Maybe the hands meet. Tuck your nose towards the knee. You can keep the gaze forward or down. Reach back up for your Navasana side crunches. Twist, take it low boat to side crunch. Low boat, side crunch. Open and close. Now we're twisting over the right quad. Side of the leg, see if you can wrap your tricep around as you get that nice tight crunch. Open and exhale. Sweep your hands, keep your twist. Your hands are going to come under your body and you're going to float into downward facing dog, feet down. Jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hold your chair. Take your hips back and then pop your heels up. Balancing chair, maybe dropping down to a toe stand. See how your knees and ankles feel? Lift back up to Utkatasana, heels lower, and we stand. Take a deep breath in and a big sigh out. Inhale the arms up. We're going to grab the left wrist with the right hand. Left knee comes up and swivels around for a nice side stretch. So that left foot's crossed over and we're just pulling or tugging on the arm. Sweep it back around. See if you can touch your knee to your chest and release. Grab your right wrist, side stretch. Knee comes up to like a passe. Sweep it out and around the back of the left leg. Side stretch, a little bigger, gaze up, sweep it back around, see if you can touch knee to chest. Come down, inhale, gaze up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, maybe you jump back to chaturanga this time. Upward facing dog, inhale, Adho Mukha, exhale, downward facing dog. Right knee tucks to nose, and then flex the foot, cross the ankle into a figure 4 in down dog. Swivel the hips to the left, swivel the hips to the right. Pick up your left hand and gently press down on your inner thigh. Hand back down, land that knee down and lift the body into this balance. Keep the left toes tucked under, sweep the arms up. Let's take an eagle wrap. Right arm under left arm. Skandasana, arms, and we're just trying to hold and open that right hip and external rotation. Slide yourself into pigeon pose. We're going to go from pigeon to an active pigeon by lifting up and engaging the core and then trying to sink. Inhale, arms up, lift up onto the back toes, knee up, melt down, grab a bind behind the back body and try that again. Active pigeon with a bind, sink into pigeon pose. And maybe you take a mermaid bind or just hang out in any pigeon shape you want to make. Allowing that right hip to open, the left hip flexor and quad get a nice deep stretch, and maybe the shoulders if you're doing that bind, the right shoulder. Come on back. We're going to tuck the knee in and step on the foot. Pyramid pose. Lifting up your left arm. From pyramid, we're lifting up to triangle pose, Trikanasana. Pull the arms in opposition, not heavy on the bottom arm. Reverse warrior. Open up your stance and reverse the arms. Bend the front knee, side angle, reverse warrior, side angle. Open up the left knee, find goddess, keeping your side bend, extend the arms. Other way, side bend, extend the arms. Come into the center, side extension in your goddess. Into center, arms over the head. Release it into a forward fold. Bring the toes forward and then thread one foot between the arm and leg. So you're going to thread from side to side. Maybe you kick up high and you get those hips up over the shoulders, or you can stay really low and just thread. You don't even have to jump. On the last one, we're going to thread and hold, swivel the arms and lift the hips, and then spin around to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Let's do it again. Left knee tucks in, cross the ankle, left knee opens up, figure 4. Breathe here. Swivel the hips to the right. You can pick up the hand and then swivel to the left. Now the right arm lifts and you gently press that left knee open from the inner thigh. Land it lightly and try to balance and come up, feeling that left hip and external rotation. Arms swing, Skandasana grip, left arm under right arm. Lift the arms, pull the shoulders away forward, and then we'll take it down into a pigeon pose. So from pigeon, lifting off the back knee onto the balls of the feet, up and down. Active pigeon, arms up. Exhale, release. Grab a hold of the hands behind the back and do that same thing with a bind. Lift and lower. And then any shape you want to make. You could do another mermaid bind, or if that feels a little out of your reach, just hold your pigeon. You could even do a sleeping pigeon forward fold. Deep breath here. And release. Step the foot forward, left foot steps forward. Pyramid pose. Square the hips, right hip forward, left hip back. Open up to Trikanasana. You can always adjust your feet if you need to. Stack the shoulders, pull the arms in energy in opposition, tuck that left hip under, peel the right hip over, up. Now bend the front knee and take it to reverse warrior to side angle pose. Again, reverse warrior, side angle pose. Open the right knee and find a goddess, keeping your side bend, extend the arms. Side bend and goddess, extend the arms. Now elbows in, reach side. Elbows in, side stretch. Bring it in, lift your heels up, balance on your tiptoes, let those legs shake, and forward fold. Toes slightly inward or forward, and just drop into your forward fold. So you might want to go into a headstand here, Savasana, but that's totally up to you. And I'm playing around with some leg shapes here. So some tucks, lifting the hips and lowering the hips, trying to get my quads to my chest. And maybe an eagle wrap while you're here. Eagle legs this time, one wraps over the other. Again, just playing with shapes if you have a strong headstand practice, or again, just playing in a forward fold, wide leg. When you're ready, come on out of that. Halfway lift and start your threads. We're going to thread one leg in between the arms and the other leg, creating a little space in between, and maybe getting those hips up into more of a handstand tuck shape, or not. Last one, we hold and we have a seat. We bring the arms towards the front of the mat, lift the hips, and swivel back through Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. Shake out that head, take some nice deep breaths, and lower down to the knees. Cat and cow. Peel up for camel pose. Utkatasana. Let your body just hang back. This time we're gonna, again, try to reach for the inner thighs and allow that to peel the heart open and release it. Here we're falling into chaturanga from the knees, and you just do what feels safe for you. So this might feel too challenging or scary to catch yourself in a push-up position. Just have fun and play with it. You could do it against a couch or a wall. You're taking your weight and you're hugging the elbows in as you land. Go ahead and bring it down to the belly and wash the feet from side to side. Bow pose. Reach with an outside grip on the top of the feet. Hug the heels in and kick the feet to the sky, lifting up the legs and the upper body as much as possible. Keep the position, but let go of the feet. See if you can hold and then extend the legs to locust. One more big breath and let it go. Pick a side to land your head on. Take a deep breath in and out. Maybe swivel the hips. Take the other side, the ear comes down. Take a breath, and then we'll bring our elbows under our shoulders for Sphinx. Pry the heart forward, pull the shoulders back. Tuck the toes, find forearm plank. Sphinx, forearm plank. Sphinx, hips land, heart through. Forearm plank, shoulders protract. Dipping the hips like a rainbow from side to side, up and around. Up and around, maybe even tap that side hip down, side of the leg, rocking forward and back. Saw in your forearm plank, toes, balls of the feet, forward, back, slicing forward and back. Walk your elbows in to dolphin pose. Lift the hips high. Stay with your dolphin if you like, lifting onto the toes and lowering, hovering the knees and lifting back up. Again, any shapes here, or possibly playing in Pincha Mayurasana. Forearm stand if that's in your practice. You could even quickly go to a wall or pause the video. I'm gonna, again, just play with some leg shapes here, even a hollow back position by bringing the weight of my chest forward and my hips back to find a counterbalance. And then I'm having some fun lowering into baby crow. If you need a tutorial for that, let me know. Go ahead and come onto the knees and let yourself go into a child's pose. Deep breath in and out. If you are upside down, just allow the body to find some ease. When you're ready, jump yourself into Malasana and have a seat for boat twisting crunches again. This time, twisting from side to side. Kali Mudra grip, index finger is pointing forward, hands are bound, and you're just twisting. Every time you lift, you twist. Low boat, rock to a stacked side body position. Low boat, stack your hips and shoulders. Low boat, stack your hips and shoulders. Low boat, stack your hips and shoulders. Come back to low boat, lift back through high boat. Crow pose, knee to armpits, and back to Navasana, boat pose. Let your feet land, take a forward fold stretch. Find some ease in the hamstrings, let the back release, and then come into a reverse table position. Tap your opposite foot. Fingers to toes, hips stay as high as you can. We'll do 8 of these. Keep the core engaged, shoulders pulling back, so they're retracting now. And then some tricep dips. Bend and straighten the elbows. Bend and straighten. Charge the hips and heart up. Have a seat. Cross the right ankle over the left. You're in a seated pigeon now. Fingertips can be down as you try to bring the heart towards the calf. And then maybe wrapping your left elbow around and hugging the foot into the crease of the elbow. Lower onto your back body. We're gonna take a reclined pigeon pose. So first play around with opening up the right hip. Again, wrapping the foot into the arm and the foot into the arm and giving it a nice big hug. You can grab your right arm, hug. Now trying to wrap the foot around the back, just like you would do in flying pigeon. You'll see how much you have to flex the foot around the arm to connect that. Go ahead and roll up and do the other side. Left foot crosses over right quad. Flex the foot, sway side to side. When you're ready, see if you can transfer the foot into the crease of the right elbow and give it a hug. Then you can take it onto your back. Keep hugging that leg in, shin to chest. Grab your right hand on your left arm as you cradle that foot. Now sweep the leg to the outside of the arm and hug it as if you were doing a flying pigeon pose. Now extend the left leg and really actively pull it towards the belly. Do the same thing with the right leg. Active stretch towards the belly, straight, strong leg. Active happy baby. Flex the feet, hug the knees in, and then straddle. Pull the legs apart. Draw the feet together and allow the knees to fall out into a butterfly. Stack the hands over the head and just take some deep breaths here. Allow the body to come into a restorative place. We worked really hard and it was a pretty fast class, so hopefully if you ever take it a second time, you'll know what to expect and you'll be able to follow it if you are lost. Go ahead and take yourself into Savasana. Allow the feet to flop open, hands to come by your sides, fingers to curl towards the heart. Let's come back to the breath, coming into a natural breath. Let everything be easy here, giving ourselves a chance to repair and restore our bodies, our minds. Stay here as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for taking this class. Please leave me a comment. I absolutely love hearing from you, getting feedback or requests, and I hope you have a beautiful day or evening. Namaste.